Imagine this. What if, right now, a giant ball of fire came hurtling down from the sky toward Earth, moving so fast that in just a few moments, everything would be wiped out? That's exactly what happened millions of years ago, the day the mighty dinosaurs, rulers of our planet, vanished in an instant. A moment that completely changed Earth's story forever. Once, this entire planet belonged to the dinosaurs. They were the kings of the Earth. Wherever they walked, the ground trembled. Their roars shook the forests. Smaller creatures couldn't even stand before them. Some were gentle and calm, but many were so fierce that they could bring down even the largest beasts with a single strike. For nearly 140 million years, they ruled the world. The weather was perfect, the forests lush, the rivers sparkled. Earth was alive and beautiful. But just when everything seemed perfect, fate played a cruel game that changed history forever. About 65 million years ago, everything on Earth appeared normal. The sun was shining, the air was cool, and the dinosaurs were busy living their lives. But far away, millions of miles from Earth, destruction was being written in the stars. In the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, two massive rocks collided. One of them lost its path and began heading straight toward Earth. That asteroid was enormous, nearly 40 kilometers wide, weighing around 2 trillion metric tons. And it was traveling at 22,000 miles per hour, so fast that if it struck anything, it would turn it all into dust. As it approached Earth, it grew hotter and hotter. Entering the atmosphere, it ignited, becoming a massive ball of fire. The sky turned red, and death hid within its blazing glow. The creatures of that time didn't understand what was happening. All they saw was a flash, so bright it burned their eyes. In just 4 minutes, it crossed the entire Atlantic Ocean, and then the Earth shook. A fireball burning at 35,000 degrees Celsius or 63,000 degrees Fahrenheit slammed into the planet, triggering an explosion that ended almost all life. The blast was so powerful that even 10 hydrogen bombs would seem tiny in comparison. It struck near what is now Mexico, creating a crater 180 kilometers wide and 20 kilometers deep. Within seconds, millions of tons of rock and metal shot into the sky. The ground quaked violently. Earthquakes measuring above 11 on the Richter scale shook the continents. Oceans boiled, and giant tsunamis spread in all directions. Everything within 800 kilometers of the impact site was instantly vaporized. Sea creatures, mountain dwellers, nothing survived. The radiation from the explosion wiped out nearly all forms of life nearby. But the true horror had just begun, because the millions of tons of ash, dust, and debris that had been blasted into the sky began to fall back and rain down as fireballs about 40 minutes later. These flaming fragments, moving at 6,000 kilometers per hour, spread across the planet. The weather turned violent, the sunlight vanished, darkness covered the Earth. The planet's temperature skyrocketed, reaching 200 degrees Celsius or 392 degrees Fahrenheit within minutes. The air became hot and toxic. Even dinosaurs thousands of kilometers away couldn't survive. Forests burned, rivers dried up, and the world was wrapped in a blanket of ash. About 90% of all living creatures were gone. The once living, vibrant Earth had become silent and empty. Only small creatures, those weighing less than 30 kilograms, somehow survived. They needed little food and could hide underground. Everything else had vanished. It was the greatest extinction in Earth's history. But from that destruction, life found a way to begin again. As the ashes settled and the planet cooled, rain returned, and Earth began to breathe once more. The reign of the dinosaurs had ended, but life itself had not. Earth rebuilt itself, with new species, new forms, and new beginnings. Sometimes an ending is just the start of something new, And that's exactly what happened that day. If you enjoyed this story and want to discover more such real and thrilling events, don't forget to subscribe to Terranex and hit the bell icon. Next time, we'll bring you another story that will send chills down your spine.